And I think Brian Schottenheimer probably want to take an evaluation of his defensive coordinator.
Man, that Emmitt was raw and honest. It's the only way to be. And that's what we need right now. That's what we need right now. Because obviously it is a growing debate on Eberflus. And now you have inserted Zimmer in the mix. So I'm going to measure the Kool-Aid like y'all know I can, and I will. You can trust me. So before we do it, this particular stream is brought to you by Sleep Out. Go for a Hail Mary in your sleeper picks and win up to 100 times your money. Use promo code BCS and Sleeper will 100% match your first deposit up to $100 instantly. So, we heard what Emmitt said, but let's get the full context now. Obviously, the full context is what matters. Let's go.
And I think Brian Schottenheimer probably want to take an evaluation of his defensive coordinator. And I think Mike Zimmer, who sits out there right now, could be a great asset for the Dallas Cowboys right now. I think there are some defensive coordinators that I believe we should go get, because I don't think the one we have right now is truly maximizing the talent that we actually have and putting the talent in position to win. And that's what a coach's job to do, is to put his players in position to make plays so they can be effective regardless of the style of defense that we want to run.
So he went all the way in on him. Specifically what stood out is that first part when he was like, we need to go find them.
Right. And bring in some more offensive linemen with all those picks that we actually have. And I think Brian Schottenheimer probably want to take an evaluation of his defensive coordinator. And I think Mike Zimmer, who sits out there right now, could be a great asset for the Dallas Cowboys right now. I think there are some defensive coordinators that I believe we should go get.
Ooh. It's some defensive coordinators that I think we should go get. And I have the full source of this in the description. It came from Blocking It in the Bars. RJ Ochoa specifically, he does great work. So y'all make sure y'all click and listen to the full interview as well. I'm always present the sources when I do response videos like this. So Emmitt Smith is very clearly speaking out, you know, on behalf and against Matt Eberflus. It's amazing because I literally just dropped it. Well, I literally got a video dropping of No More Hiding where I featured the words of Michael Irvin, and how he broke some things down before that points at Eberflus. And so here we go again. The Hall of Famers being very focal on things that they feel that Dallas should do. This ain't the first time. This is not the first time.
Is that our offense is antiquated, you know, because they want somebody to be designing more schemes to get people open, as opposed to what we were just talking about, allowing your man to beat somebody with timing. Now, I put a lot of what happened with Dak on Kellen Moore.
It's not the first time they spoke out.
Well, on Kellen Moore.
CeeDee Lamb just wasn't utilized enough. Like in the last game that they lost, he was only targeted a couple of times. You got one of the more exciting receivers in the entire league, and you don't target it. You throw it to a tight end that's going to give you 10 yards. So there were some issues, especially there, you know, in that last ball.
This wasn't the first time.
Okay.
Yeah.
I looked at what we did. I thought we offensively tried to feature some guys that we went away from our playmakers. And that's not what you should do. That's why I'm questioning some of the things that transpired.
We see both these teams here at the Super Bowl. It's so easy for them to feed the ball to Cooper Kupp,
Right.
Odell, even Chase. Why is it so hard for Dallas to be able to feed the ball to CD and Amari?
Creativity, or the lack thereof creativity.
This wasn't the first time they spoke out.
When you have quality wide receivers like Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb, Gallup at the time, Wilson, and others, you create matchup issues by moving them all around. They should be able to run routes, and they should be interchangeable. I mean, they need to get their act together in terms of calling consistent plays that are giving our guys and doing the thing. As you talked about, creating ways for these guys to get the ball in their hands instead of the standard way of doing it. The creativity that I would expect from Kellen Moore.
By name. Calling them out by name.
Needs to continue to evolve. And we need to take advantage of that.
And my number one. Listen, man, I got so many of these. I could go over and over and over. I got. Shoot, I might as well show you one more. Hold on. I mean, for real. I got this back to back. Issue this whole offseason was Kellen Moore. Now, because he has the number one offense in yards and points. But Michael Irvin spoke out. Emmitt Smith spoke out. Jimmy Johnson spoke out. Aikman spoke out about the lack of adaptability in his system and not really targeting playmakers. My suggestion is this. Keep your system, Kellen, but you have to be able to turn a knob that when that's not working, go at your stars. I want to get you guys' opinion on that because we heard from the other, Hall of Famers and legends. We want to get you guys on record on this.
I like to refer this to as playing basketball.
Okay.
If you got a guy that's
This is the great Novacek, y'all.
all of a sudden hitting from threes,
Go at him.
give him the ball and let him shoot.
I'm gone. You can have my seat. I heard enough.
If somebody, simple deal. When we were playing Green Bay, they did not want Michael and Alvin to catch the ball deep. They did not want Emmitt Smith.
The point is clear. This is the point. So we saw a lot of Hall of Famers. We saw a lot of Cowboys great literally speak up and speak out against Kellen Moore. We now starting to see the same thing happening again. What was in the way?
Jerry Jones right here on 105.3 The Fan. Jerry, you talk about the self-scouting, the self-evaluation. What do you think is something that maybe you or the front office maybe didn't have the right read on, misevaluated or miscalculated up to this point in time in the year?
I think I've erred over the last 3 years with the changing of defensive coordinators or defensive philosophy or the adjustments there. When I look back, if I see one thing that I had to do over again, I would have tried to not change out our coordinator every year over the last 3 years. Continuity. I know better. Continuity in football is important.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you why I don't like that comment. Cause are you saying you shouldn't have went on to Matt Eberflus from Zimmer? Are you saying you should have fought harder to keep Zimmer? I would say hell yes. Or are you saying don't matter what Matt Eberflus does, we need to just focus on continuity? Because that's what hurt us, the lack of continuity. No, I think what's hurting you is you just hired the wrong guy so far. And his system is outdated. Listen, man, I got a video dropping after this one. You know, that where it's a way to fix them, and I go into how to fix them. But I'm telling you, your Hall of Famers is starting to speak out. Again, we've seen this. Come on, Dallas. Let's be ahead of it this time. Let's not be behind it. Your Hall of Famers was very loud about Kellen Moore, and you ignored them. Don't ignore them again. Please don't ignore them again. Let's not get to where it's too late. Listen to the guys who made the ultimate sacrifices for your franchise. They love this team. They broke bones for this team. You can trust Michael Irvin. You can trust Eminem. Well, hey, wait. Let me just say this, dude. If you like this type of content, man, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. And you'll get more. We're gonna be dropping more and more videos. So, into the next video that's getting ready to drop in just a second, about a couple of more hours. I'm out.